root position chord built on D, but it's going to have a raised third. That's what that sharp is telling us. Then we have a root position G chord here. It's going to be G minor, but root position. A, 6/4. So this is a second inversion chord. So let's point out a couple things. Here, he used the same note. He doubled up on the same note in the same octave. Remember, that's okay. We can do that. Also, here might have tripped you up. So what happens here is the melody goes to an eighth note. Okay, so let's take figured bass and kind of distill it down to 6 basic rules. Okay, so here we go. If there's an accidental next to a number, raise or lower that pitch by 1. Sense of drama that we're trying to create here. So we're going to hear tonic a whole bunch. We're going to establish tonic, okay? Then we're going to move to this predominant area. We're going to feel like we're away from tonic, but we're not as far away as we can go. Position. Now, I'm repeating the phrase here. So what I'd like to do is use the same chords I used over here. The notes are the same, right? So let's use the same harmony. That tends to feel really good. Hey everyone, welcome to Music Theory Part 7, Harmonization. So what we're going to do in this one is it's actually really cool how we've got this set up. So we are going to first we're going to review our inversion names because we're going to need that, and it's all going to build on everything. So we're going to review our inversion names. We're going to talk about inversion resolutions. Then we're going to talk about figured bass. Figured bass is a thing that it's kind of hard to explain in one sentence, but basically it's kind of another notation system that we used in the Baroque period and a little bit later, I think, to allow the keyboardist to sort of invent a harmonization. After we learn figured bass, we're going to go through and we're going to talk about this phrasing thing that we started talking about in the last class, but we're going to build on it a little bit. We're going to add a new element to it, and then we're going to get to harmonizing chorale melodies. So we're going to use all of those things, we're going to put them all together in order to make the harmonization process a little easier. Because if you think about it, what harmonization means is we've got a melody and we're going to add chords and everything to it. That's what harmonization is. So with a given melody, you could literally put any chord you can imagine with any note. So how do we know what chords to put with what note? We're going to use figured bass. We're going to use what we know about phrasing. We're going to use all of that in order to make it much more logical and easier to understand what chords can go where. So everything we do in this class is going to kind of culminate in that harmonization section, and then we're going to harmonize a couple melodies, play around with it a little bit, work with it, and then I'll give you a ton of stuff to practice with at the end. It's going to be a lot of fun. I hope you enjoy it. We'll see you on the inside.